Steyn City Golf has, in a very short space of time, become one of the most innovative clubs in Gauteng. The club, which is just north of Johannesburg, recently played host to a very special women's-only event. Group Head of Marketing at Steyn City, Tammy Menton, tells us exactly what it was all about.
Today is a very, very exciting day, not just for women, but for the sport of golf. Steyn City are hosting our first ever Sixters golf tournament, which is a brand new concept to hit the South African golf scene. And we decided to introduce it to some incredible women that we do business with, that we want to do business with, provide an amazing networking opportunity for everybody, and just really to start to develop the love of the sport.
We're here to embrace a new movement, a new tribe called Sixters. And I'm invited because I am a woman golfer. They're trying to work on numbers for women who play golf. We are a minimalist crowd in the golf fraternity, and I think Steyn City has thought, let's start a tribe where we can get women play together and increase our quota in terms of numbers of women who play golf.
Today, what Steyn City has done is actually incredible. They've brought the Sixers competition, which is a new concept, to the ladies. So it's just ladies today. It's the inaugural competition, which starts today, and I'm happy to see so many ladies out here.
The Sixters format is an adaptation of a new shortened form of golf that's gained great traction in Europe. In many ways, it can be equated to T20 cricket or sevens rugby. Tammy tells us how different it is from the traditional format we know so well.
The format of Sixers has been around for a couple of years in Europe. It's just started coming around in South Africa. We've put a twist on it and give it the name Sixters, just to honour all our sisters in golf with us. And the concept is very simple. The ladies play only 6 holes each. They play in pairs of 2, so it's better ball. And once they've all played their first round and their first 6, we then look at the top 12 pairs or the top 12 ladies that are playing, and they then play into a final shootout. And from that we get to our top 2 teams.
Participation in the inaugural Sixters event at Steyn City was by invitation only, and women golfers from a wide variety of backgrounds in business and sport took part in the day and got to learn about Sixters.
When we looked at who are the right kind of people to be inviting to our inaugural sports day and Sixters Sports Day, we realized that we needed to try and have contact with as many women from as many spheres of business as possible. So we are incredibly fortunate today to have some amazing entrepreneurs, CEOs, leaders, women who also fight for the rights of other women. We've got people in construction, from mining, media. We've got quite a few ladies that come from clubs around Johannesburg. They play in ladies' golf days, and so other clubs within the area. So we've really kind of had a look at how these women potentially could benefit from being in a place or space together where we can start to have dialogue and open dialogue about how do we get more women playing this sport, how do we make the sport bigger business for women, and ultimately, how can we share the love of the sport and the networking that goes with that.
The Sixters Golf Day was a resounding success on many fronts. From bringing new players into the sport to showcasing an exciting new format, it ticked all the boxes. So what's the way forward for Steyn City and women's golf?
We hope long-term to see massive growth in the sport. As Steyn City, we're taking a responsibility as a brand to say what can we do to make more for the sport of golf and for women in the sport of golf. Long-term, we hope to see this as an annual event. Along with our golf today, we're also hosting a really beautiful golf clinic up at the driving range. And we've got some ladies who are pretty new to the sport but are really excited about getting involved in it. That we hope to host on a quarterly basis. And the idea is after today is to say to all our ladies that are attending, we need you to just recommend 2 ladies that you think would benefit from playing golf. Bring them around to the next clinic, and this time next year, our golf day is going to be flying.
Getting into the sport of golf can be intimidating for new players. It takes perseverance and confidence. The benefits, though, are many, both on and off the course. Innocentia Matau tells us how and when she got into golf.
I started playing about 10 years ago, but seriously about 8 years ago. It came with my work responsibility. I had to play golf because I had to meet people who needed to bring business to golf, and I didn't take it serious, but at some point the bug bit me and I started taking it very serious. I started learning how to play golf. I invested in clubs, in a good set of clubs, and I started playing golf, and I'm socializing over golf. I travel for golf, I holiday for golf, So it's been my thing. Coming to the apparel, I like looking nice, and as I travel, I pick up a lot of designs. As I get designs, I look at this design and that design. I wish I could have an Ino design, and I don't think there's a brand in South Africa, black owned, that actually does golf apparel the way I wanted. I'd wish I could do it, and that's how the idea started. Did my own clothes for me and my better half, and people started liking it, and I started designing and creating and buying very interesting fabrics and putting garments together. I haven't started really going huge on the marketing. My network has been my network. We are here on the 13th of April, 2 days from here, and we are at about 1,500 garments, about 1,300 caps, and still growing. We're still counting.
With an obvious passion and interest in golf and in business, Innocentia was very fortunate to take part in the Steyn City Sixters. But how did that come about?
So it caught me by surprise myself. So Lynette Ntuli, who's the ambassador and the brand ambassador for the Sixters tribe, approached me and saying, we're gonna have a partnership with Steyn City. It's a strategy for luring women to come play golf, but we're gonna adopt a 6-hole format. I never knew about it, so I had to go back and read, and it's very interesting. We're gonna play a shotgun. After we finish, they're gonna take the top, 6 teams that are gonna play off, and all those who faded out of the competition will welcome the winners onto the 18-hole, and that's how it's gonna play. Why I think they chose the format is that there's a lot of newbies that are also being introduced to golf today. 18-hole is a long time for a newcomer in the sport, and I think this kind of a format works for them. Number 2, there's a lot of corporate and business executives that are here. There's no time, and that's why there's a stigma to golf. It's expensive, it takes time, and we can't play it. And we've got kids. So a shorter version of an 18-hole works, and that's how they want to basically push this format. Number 3, my clothes are also there to kill the stigma of saying golf clothes are expensive. So I'm trying to break the gap as well of saying my clothes will be affordable. Women are allowed to play golf and can buy my stuff that are going to be quite reasonable going forward. And they create jobs. I've got an incubator that works and makes the clothes. 60% of my cost goes to them, so I pay wages every week, which is fantastic. So all I just do is design and buy fabric and wear the clothes and become a model.
It's well known that many a business or political deal is sealed on the golf courses of the world. And it was no different among the talented and connected women who took part in the Steyn City Sixters. As businesswomen Sonya Booth and Felicity Sheba tell us.
I love it. I've met so many people through the sport. I've done incredible things. I've traveled. I've started writing because of the sport, and it's just it's an incredible sport because it's not one that has a time limit. Do you know what I mean? You can play until you're dead, really. So yeah, most sports you kind of have to stop at a certain age. There's that kind of retirement, and you can't go on and you can't play competitively. And yeah, I get beaten by an 83-year-old woman.
No, obviously today it's a great opportunity for networking, bringing different women from different industries, and you never know the type of contexts and the connections that you would make. But as I've alluded earlier, it's all about having fun. The format is rather interesting. The fact that we're only playing 6 holes, personally, I need the first 9 holes to warm up. So it's going to be a disaster. So I can tell you right now that the first 5 holes will be my warm-up. So I'm only going to score in the 6th hole, which will be the last. So don't even ask me my score afterwards.
The women's professional game is in good shape in South Africa, with a thriving women's Sunshine Tour and players like Leanne Pace making waves on the international scene. But it's vital to get a strong amateur and recreational women's scene up and running. And with that in mind, top professional Morgana Robertson was in attendance at Steyn City.
So we're here for, obviously, there's a lot of ladies here that want to learn how to play golf or already playing golf, and they've been introduced to golf. So this is sort of a gathering to make sure that everybody meets and greets and socializes with each other and, comes to an understanding that we're trying to empower women's golf.
One of those invited to take part was estate agent and passionate golfer Sandy McKenzie. who saw the event as a great chance to meet and mingle with like-minded women. She gives us her views on the inaugural Sixters event.
Came out, a friend of mine invited me to come and play something quite unique, which was just the Sixters tournament, which was just 6 holes, and then I didn't really know much about it. Thought, hey, this could be quite a lot of fun, and really good to come out and actually network with some really powerful women in the industry, and it's been really successful.
Sandy was teamed up with Sonya Booth, and they quickly became the team to beat at Steyn City, but only after a somewhat tentative start from Sandy.
It started off a little bit like wobbly because I thought, oh, I've only got 6 holes to really warm up. I thought, let me just hit that ball straight down the middle and hopefully I can finish off quite strong. Really, the second round for me, once I got through to the next round, I just was hitting the ball really beautifully. My putts were falling. And yeah, it was just something special today.
Well, you would consider it playing exceptionally well because we ended up winning. But I think for me, what made the difference, the first round, the 4-ball, the other 2 ladies, besides my partner, they were amazing ladies. I mean, they don't take themselves too seriously. It makes a difference. I always say during competitions, the other ladies that make up your 4-ball, if they are nice people to be around, if they are not so competitive to a point of actually just spoiling your game or ruining your game or just making you miserable, it makes all the difference. So luckily for me and my partner Sandy, because I had the same partner in the first round and the second round, she was an incredible lady, amazing golfer. But I think the other 2 ladies as well in both the 4-balls, they were amazing.
Today was absolutely phenomenal. It was beyond anything we'd hoped it would be. In everybody's eyes, it was a massive success. We really got to do what we wanted to do today, which was find a way for some incredible women to connect, to make friends, to reach out with each other. It was a great format. We've had fantastic feedback about the format. Just playing those 6 holes meant that the women were able to spend a lot more time off the course, also doing what we love to do, which is networking. And for those of them who did well, they got to play the second 6 again, which brought us to our winners. So overall, I think the results have been positive. Everybody's had a fantastic time. I know we've had a good day when they ask me when's the next one. So we're already planning that and thinking about what we're going to do for next year.
Sandy McKenzie and Sonya Booth were the ultimate winners of the inaugural Steyn City Sixters event. And there is little doubt that the Sixters will be back again next year.